the most valuable player, on the team. She took 4 for the team. Her marriage is safe. Her marriage is safe. It's like a game of baseball. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of people slid into base. They all safe. What do you guys think? Can you rest easy knowing that? You know what I'm saying? So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let me give a shout out to everybody that's in the room. Got my man Al McGowan up in here. What's good with it, bro? We got Carla Lockhart in the building. We got my man PD, Chicago B1. We got my man Torian Rain, who will be back. That's what's good, bro. Got my man Jared Allen in the building. We got Lana L up in here. We got my man Carlton Way in the building. We got AB Promotions in the house. We got Michael Brown in the building. Who else we got up in here? And we got Red Raven Rucker. Good to see everybody. And we got Lloyd Sky 9. What up with it, Lloyd? Good to see you. All right. So if you guys haven't smashed that like button, make sure you guys smash the like button, because it's such an amazing story that this woman's husband decided to stay with her through all of the hard times. And when I say through all of the hard times, I'm talking about all of the dick that she took. You know what I'm saying? Not the family struggles and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Kid Gravity. What up with it, bro? B1 Night Rider is in the building. What up with it? And we got Val Williams and RG Titan. What's good with it? What kind of man would stay in a relationship like that? What kind of man would stay in a marriage like that? Extra. Read all about it. Husband of Tennessee cop at the center of the department sex scandal is sticking by his wife. That's probably because she has sticky stuff all over her. So it makes it a little bit more adhesive. You know what I'm saying? So it makes that a little bit more easy to stick together in that kind of situation. My man RG Titan said he'd been dying laughing at all these memes about old girl. She was getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the comment section was all mad. Oh, she's sick. Yeah, she probably real sick. After all that extracurricular activity she had going on, she probably had to get her stomach pumped and dumped. You know what I'm saying? Vacuumed. She was going around like Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Kid Gravity said that's the best he can get, or she makes more money. Facts. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy has a master's degree and he's a park ranger. So imagine that, right? Like if you're a park ranger and you go to work every morning in a uniform, and your wife is the one that goes to work in the uniform with the bulletproof vest on and the guns. I mean, more than likely that probably says a lot about the dynamics of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So this dude can't have any self-esteem whatsoever. And you want to know what's crazy? This is just an assumption. I'm just throwing this out here. I guarantee you that she didn't give him any at home. I bet you every time he tried to go for a kiss, she like, not knowing that, not knowing that she's doing him a favor by doing that every time. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing she's doing him a favor every time by doing that. I bet you every time he reach over and try to cuddle with her, she turned the other direction. While she stuck to everybody else at work like a damn octopus. Why would you stay in a relationship like this? Till death do us part. Okay. What if you woke up and you got online and you saw this article, and this article was about your life? Your wife is famous for being the MVP in all of the wrong ways at a police department, and the article is about you sticking by this woman's side. What do you think his father thinks? Yeah, like Fly Guy, AB Promotions. He's simp of the year. Carlton Way says she'll be all right. OnlyFans hiring. Don't be mad. OnlyFans hiring. uh, she kicking new flavor in people's ear. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says the husband of the Tennessee police officer fired for having sex with 6 of her coworkers is standing by his wife, the Daily Mail reported Friday. Let me ask you guys something. We're going to do a survey. Good look or bad look? We got some women in the house. Women, how would you feel about your husband if your husband stood by you after you went on a world tour like A Tribe Called Quest? Would you have any respect for him? I mean, at this point, right? Everything that she's done, what is it that where's his boundary of self-control? Where's his boundary of self-respect? I mean, for the most part, what he's doing by standing by that is basically saying it's open season for you to disrespect me in any way that you want to, because I don't have any respect for myself. I know that you're probably the only woman that I'm ever going to be able to get. And because I'm so scared of the possibilities and my own thoughts about myself that I can never get another woman again, I'm going to secure what I have and stick by you. How pathetic is that, man? Now somebody said, "Oh, she's sick in the head." That's the only way that somebody could do something like that. It's not the only way that somebody could do something like that, being sick in the head. We hear stories about this kind of stuff going down every day. The husband of the Tennessee police officer fired for having sex with 6 of her coworkers while they were married is standing by his wife, the Daily Mail reported Friday. I don't know how he's doing it. He's more of a man than I am, but he's trying to salvage the marriage. Jediah Hall's boss, Coffee County Sheriff Chad Parton, told the outlet. So you have the county sheriff saying that he's more of a man than he is, trying to salvage the marriage. Yeah, no. Facts, Kid Gravity. She's sick, all right. Got a vindication from back shots. Right. Right. How can anybody justify this? That sheriff should have actually told that man exactly what time it actually is. Bruh, you need to go see somebody. Let me ask you guys this. If he accepts this level of disrespect, what are the boundaries of what his wife will do to him? Carlton Way said the husband could be making one of those Kanye West style plays. He might go on Dr. Phil and get a smooth 300K. You got a point there. You know what I'm saying? And he would be that would be a chess move in a different direction than the Kanye West chess moves. Shout out to Gary. What up with it? Jediah's wife, Officer Maegan Hall of LaVergne, Tennessee Police Department, was fired after allegations emerged that she engaged in sex with coworkers, sent them nude pictures, took her top off at a Girls Gone Wild themed hot tub party, and performed oral sex on 2 fellow officers while on duty. So all of this stuff is stuff that you guys already know. All right, Maegan was getting busy. Why, as a man, would you want to continue to deal with a woman who was doing all of that? And now that you've allowed that and said, I'll accept this level of respect because I don't have any respect for myself, what do you think she'll do after that? Man, if you thought that was disrespectful, what's she gonna do next? What's she gonna do after that? You know what I'm saying? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't smashed the like button, please make sure you guys take a moment, smash that like button. Also, please make sure you guys share the video out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Yeah, Kid Gravity says, I see she likes fake masculinity. Super facts. Jay says, Blacklight, all these women cap. The woman that's running for mayor in Houston, she's a cop. And now there's evidence that she beats her husband up at home. Super facts. But it doesn't exist, though. Torian says she looks like she hasn't finished baking. I don't even know if it looked like she started at all. You know what I'm saying? And look at her husband. He's proud. This is my wife. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she's not just your wife. She's everybody's wife. You know what I'm saying? That's Maegan Hall with her husband, Jediah. Never name your child Jediah. He might turn out like that. So don't do that. She was fired from the LaVergne Police Department after a probe found that she engaged in sexual relationships with multiple officers. There go her with one of the guys that she was messing around with. Maegan Hall had told her coworkers that she was in an open marriage, investigators said. The only thing open in that marriage was her legs, her mouth, and every other hole that she was accepting objects into. Yeah, a thought. The hood owns that. I actually like, what would that be? A thought? The department owns that. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting in there on the evidence shelves. One of her coworkers, however, said that Jediah, who the Daily Mail reported is the son of a pastor, was not on board. So if the husband's not on board, for one, how is it an open marriage? And for two, if the husband's not on board, then why is he still standing by her after all of this stuff came out? You are on board, my dude. What are you talking about? I don't think there's any men who would accept this. RG Titan says she has a black belt in thotting. Facts. Shout out to Dwayne. a thog. Yeah, exactly. The department owns that. Dwayne said, I'm not surprised at all. Old school girls gone wild style in college. Yeah, facts. Super facts. And they act like this doesn't exist. And but if you talk about this the wrong kind of way, you know, it's misogyny, it's bad, it's toxic. If this isn't toxic, we got to at least sit back and agree that the amount of body fluid that she was taking in per shift was probably toxic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't talk about her like that. She's a woman. Now, she sure as hell was doing all that shit as a woman. So why the hell shouldn't she get scrutinized as a damn woman? Doria said the historical PC female dog. Super facts. That's exactly what she was doing, Kid Graffiti. Precinct popping. They need to come out with a song. Precinct popping. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne says the jury is still out. I bet the husband is still in shock and waiting for the dust to settle and leave the marriage. Cuck for life. Yeah, man. Listen, if there's even speculation about you thoughting it up like this, I don't even care. I don't need to hear no lie detector. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to hear no evidence. I don't need to go to the trial. Just the fact that you have that kind of speculation circulating around you, you're guilty of something, and I'm good. Carlton says that there's still hope. There's still hope. If she can somehow blame this on Megan Thee Stallion, she can get out of this situation unscathed. Lotta said real hoes didn't get caught. At least that's what Black Grandma said. Well, this one here definitely ain't black. You know what I'm saying? This is just bizarre. Parton said that the former park ranger, so he's a park ranger, you know what I'm saying? He going around nailing bugs to boards and nailing butterflies to little poster boards and showing everybody the difference between a river and a creek. You know what I'm saying? While the department is doing the backstroke in his wife, showing us the different rocks on the trail. You know what I'm saying? While the officers at the precinct are blazing the trail. Anytime I hear a story like this, it is just beyond me. And you know what's crazy? If you guys go back and listen to the stream that I did on this, the original stream that I did on this, which you guys should, because that stream actually got a lot of views. So help that stream, you know what I'm saying, continue to get views. I said, I guarantee you that this woman's husband will stay with her. No more than 2 or 3 days later, here comes the article coming out talking about how proud he is to stand with his woman. Add the breaststroke to that, right? They was doing the breaststroke all up and down her damn bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? Right, AB, where's Tatera? We out here. You know what I'm saying? Not like Officer Maegan Hall was out here, but you know what I'm saying? We out there. We in a hot second. We in a sloppy second. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, old boy was a park ranger. Only he can prevent forest fires. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. He'd been training for a job with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, but pulled out after the allegations against his wife became public. Hopefully he pulled out of his wife too. I really hope they don't have no kids. He's since become a deputy in Coffee County. He about to be on some other stuff too, man. And it was 2 brothers that was laying the pipe to his wife too. I would put an advisory out to all black people in the area where this dude is patrolling. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have a real hard time and may not survive a damn traffic stop messing around with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna have that rage. He's gonna be angry. He probably ain't even thinking about the white dudes that his wife messed around with. He probably just fixated on the black ones. They ruined my wife. No, bro, your wife was already ruined, and you're ruined too. Because only a ruined ass man would allow a woman like that to continue to be called his wife. Anytime you sitting there pointing that damn speed trap at somebody while they driving past, and you see it's a black dude or even a black woman, you gonna sit up there and think, "Oh my God, Megan," and then just go chasing after her, be all aggressive because you just thinking about her getting that ponytail pulled and bent over. You know what I'm saying? Her flipping her hair back and wiping the corner of her mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's your wife's fault. If this dude wanted to remain on the police force, if you ask me, he needs to deal with some kind of counseling. Because not even being funny, you're a threat. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, I have offered and extended to him in any resource that he needs. And all he says is, Sheriff, I just want to work for the citizens of Coffee County. I love what I'm doing, Parton said. So, like, this guy, man, he doesn't have any self-esteem. He doesn't have any sense of self-worth. And he's clearly the kind of person that will just let somebody run over him. He is a beta male all the way. A beta male all the way. Tori and Rain said Megan got an APB out for all of us. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to show a warrant. You know what I'm saying? Because state I live in got the castle doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, according to an internal investigative report by the LaVergne Police Department, Maegan said Jediah Hall had become very upset at a party when Megan had began kissing his wife. Yeah, duh. So now think about this, right? This husband, Jediah, he's foregoing his own emotions. He's witnessed his wife be a freak. You know what I'm saying? And he's just letting it go. He doesn't care about himself. He don't even care about his own emotions. He saw his wife kissing another woman and it upset him. Shout out to Sean. What up with it, bro? Yeah, make sure you take the penicillin shots. Facts. Make sure you get some of that suddenly juice. You know what I'm saying? Get you some of that suddenly shake. Maegan had also expressed concern for Maegan Hall's mental health, claiming she'd been prone to heavy drinking. Ugh. He said she had once pointed an empty gun at her head and pulled the trigger so she could hear what it sounded like. And I mean, think about this, right? Let's just say there are some mental health issues there. That woman was on the police force. You know what I'm saying? She doing crazy stuff like, I'm going to point the gun at my head so that I can hear what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Probably naked. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not somebody that I really want to be able to just turn on some lights and pull me over. You're crazy. You're not stable. And neither is your husband if he even thinks that after allowing 6 males to run through you, you're going to somehow repair that relationship. That's insane. So they said that he wasn't okay with those kind of activities, but clearly he is. Let me ask you guys a question. If you don't approve of your significant other engaging in sexual activity with 6 different people aside from you, you establish boundaries and you say, no, you can't do that, right? But if you allow that person to do that and then there's no consequence for it, that's showing them that it's okay. Shout out to Emmanuel Carey. So now here's an article from the Daily Mail, and it says exclusive: husband of Tennessee cop gone wild. Maegan Hall stands by his wife and tries to salvage their marriage after she was fired for having sordid sex romps with 6 colleagues as she shrugs off the scandal and says it's time to move on. Why do they always do that? Well, I didn't do anything. It's time to move on. Isn't that what happened with Tank Davis's baby mom after she lied on him? I just wish we could all move on. Her husband is ready to move on. Oh, I'm ready to move on. I don't want to think about this anymore. I don't want to think about all the noises you were making and the faces you were making and just the image of you with stuff dripping down your face. I don't want to think about it anymore. Yes, let's move on. Seriously? No, you need to move out after that. Forget moving on, move out. Go away. Goodbye. Have a not so nice life. You know what I'm saying? This guy is forever going to be known as the husband of Officer Maegan Hall, who let the entire precinct bust her open. That is his legacy. That's his claim to fame. Yeah, that's my wife. That's the wifey. That's what she does, Sometimes she likes a smoked sausage or two, Pull them out of her mouth and pull them out of her pants, really? You proud of that? There's nothing to salvage. There's nothing to save. This right here, this is the kind of stuff right here. This right here is the kind of stuff that is creating male content creators like Andrew Tate, because there's men out there like this. Like, this is truly a person that has no idea what to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys show some love to Sean, who has shared this live stream out like Maegan Hall shared herself to the department. Drop some radiation emojis. If you guys haven't shared the stream, make sure you guys share it. Also, if you guys haven't smashed the like button, make sure you guys smash that like button. This is what she says. She shrugged off the scandal and says it's time to move on. Let me ask you guys this. If you came home from work and found this out about your wife, would you be ready to move on? If you'd be ready to move on, give me a thumbs up. If you're not ready to move on, give me a thumbs down. If you want her to move out, throw a 100 in the chat. This is not acceptable. And it's not acceptable for a man to set this precedent that it's okay for a woman to do this. This woman needs to have a reputation around the world, like Ludacris. She need to be part of the hoes in every area code video and be the damn dispatch person for it in the video. Maegan Hall, who was 26 of the LaVergne Police Department in Tennessee, was fired after a probe found she engaged in sexual relationships with multiple officers. We know that. Hall had claimed that she was in an open marriage and tried to recruit her sheriff's deputy husband for 4 years, Jediah Hall, 28, for swinging sessions. Now, this is something that they didn't talk about in the articles that came out when I did the first stream on this. She had tried to recruit her sheriff's deputy husband of 4 years, Jediah Hall, who is 28, for swinging sessions. How do you try and recruit your husband, 28, for swinging sessions? You just walk up to your husband one day and say, I've been fucking other people. Why don't you come try it with me? Like, isn't that a red flag right there? Hey, honey, what you doing? The guy next door want to come with me? Like, are you serious? That didn't strike you as odd? That didn't raise any eyebrows or red flags? All right. But clean cut Jediah, you're not clean cut if you're rolling around in the dirt with somebody like that. And he was the son of a pastor. See, you just shut up. Wasn't really on board and instead confronted his wife of 4 years for cheating, according to the report. Honey, what are you doing? I bet you she dog walked his ass when he confronted her for cheating. She dog walked him and shut him up and made him drive her home. Honey, what are you doing? Oh, shut up, Jediah. You're the reason why I'm here. You're right, sweetheart. I just want things to work out. Well, if you want things to work out, shut up and drive me home. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Shout out to my man Jay Bird. What up with it, bro? I don't know what I did wrong. That's your problem. You did everything wrong. You rolled out of bed this morning. You know what I'm saying? Coffee County Sheriff Chad Parton told DailyMail.com, I don't know how he's doing it. He's more of a man than I am, but he's trying to salvage his marriage. And that's because this Coffee County Sheriff was there. He was live on ground zero, watching her getting busted down by all of his friends, probably 2 and 3 at a time. You know what I'm saying? Man, I saw the homeboys run a train on her, man. That girl is a soldier. Good luck with it, bruh. She's a no-limit soldier. I thought I told you. You know what I'm saying? That's Wonder Woman right there, family. Good luck. You more of a man than I am. I agree. If you guys agree with Val, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down and let me know why. Val says he should have kicked her ass to the curb when she started talking about swinging. Facts. Facts. Hey, babe, how was work? Oh, it was amazing. I got fucked every way possible. You should come with me and try it. You'd think that would spark further investigation and conversation. Think about this, right? Let's just ask this question. Her husband is a sheriff's deputy, right? But what kind of investigation is he going to do if he couldn't even figure out that his wife was living dirty? Oh, you already know he got recordings of it. He was probably the one holding the camera. Sean says, I'm certain he has recordings of it. I'm not buying he doesn't know what kind of woman she was. That's the reason why he got with her, because of the kind of woman she was. She probably let him, for one, he was a pastor's son, so you're probably dealing with a 40-year-old virgin. You know what I'm saying? She probably let him bust her down, and because he's a 41-year-old virgin, he's like, oh my God. Oh my God, finally. This is better than heaven. This is the best thing that I've ever had in my life. Would you marry me? And she was probably like, whatever, and lit up a cigarette. And happily ever after. Probably after about an hour or two, she got bored of the marriage and said, I need a little bit more excitement than the preacher's daddy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she decided to start testing her options. Now, you know, they say the phrase, these women get to choosing. Man, she got to choosing and didn't stop. She chose every damn body. She chose the whole damn department. Everybody was employee of the month in her eyes. Everybody was employee of the month in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says her steamy sexcapades with 6 male officers have heaped disgrace on the small town Tennessee police department. But if raunchy romp cop Maegan Hall was feeling remorseful about the wild misconduct that led herself and 4 others being booted off the job, she didn't look it when the Daily Mail tracked her down this week. So they tracked her down for an interview. I bet you she messed around with one of the journalists too. She probably said, I don't have any answers for your questions, but I will take one of you into that van. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, girl. You know what I'm saying? She said she doesn't want to discuss it. I'm just going to move on with my life. Hall, who is 26, declared with a shrug. She didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my face with this shit. Y'all done made it. Y'all done made enough money out of me now. Go away. I'm used to doing this for free, and y'all up here trying to make money off me. Her first public comments since the scandal roiling the LaVergne Police Department went national. Married, Hall performed oral sex on colleagues while on duty and had affairs and proposed threesomes with another officer and his wife and whipped off her bikini top at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party. So as you can see from this picture right here, I'm really trying to figure out why she would have whipped her shirt off, other than unless she was just caught in the moment, because there's, it's not like there's anything pronounced that I could see being appealing as to why she would whip her shirt off. But I don't know, blame it on the liquor like Dana White. So this is her walking her dog. I don't know why they bleeped this guy's face out right here, because I swear there's an article from the New York Times that literally has this guy on it. You know what I'm saying? So now let me ask you guys this. Why, when she was confronted, do you think that she keeps saying she wants to move on with her life? Yeah, Chris Tucker at the massage parlor, super facts. Why do you think she keeps focusing on, I just want to move on with my life. Leave me alone. Stop asking me about this. What happened is happened. What's done is done. Stop bringing it up already. Let me just walk my dog in peace. Knowing she kissed the damn dog too. She all over them coworkers like that. You know she kissing the dog. You know what I'm saying? The baby-faced siren told her hard-drinking cop clique that she was in an open marriage and tried to recruit her sheriff deputy's husband for swinging sessions. However, clean-cut Jediah Hall, the son of a pastor, wasn't really on board and instead confronted his wife of 4 years for cheating, according to an internal investigation. I really wish that somebody had the video of that. I really wish that somebody had the video of that. Could you imagine what that looked like? Could you imagine? Your boy got to take a quick intermission. You know why? Because your boy did some dumb shit. I got an alarm going on outside. And I'm stuck doing a live stream. So during this brief intermission, and since we're talking about the police department, you guys may as well hear about this police officer right here. So if you guys haven't smashed the like button, smash that like button, and let's take a brief intermission from one cop to talk about another cop who probably won't be here too much longer.
Start with a former Missouri City police officer put to death. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle joining us now live from Huntsville, where Robert Frada was executed just a little over an hour ago. Sherman.
Yeah, good evening, Rashi. Frada was pronounced dead a little after 7:40 p.m. after giving the lethal injection. He's the first in the state of Texas to receive that for this year. Among some of the witnesses to see this execution was one of his children, one of his sons, and his estranged wife's brother. Now, this is the conclusion of a nearly 30-year case in which the former police officer hired hitmen to kill his wife, Farah, as they went through a divorce and a custody battle over their 3 children.
Man, family side strikes again. Family side strikes again. Man, isn't it crazy how there's just a certain demographic of people that just really has this propensity to off their own families and nobody talks about it? Have you ever noticed that? I mean, if you watch my channel faithfully, you should, but I mean, it's like every day.
Now, earlier today, Frada's defense attorneys tried to appeal the execution ruling. They claimed prosecutors were able to persuade a trial witness in their favor by withholding some evidence, but the Supreme Court denied that. Also, a Harris County Civil Court judge, Catherine Mozzie, issued a temporary injunction that prevents the state from using what she says are execution drugs that are expired. Pentobarbital is used in lethal injections in Texas. That's a common thing. The Department of Criminal Justice appealed that, and the Criminal Court of Appeals overruled that injunction. So family members, they chose not to speak tonight, but Harris County DA Kim Ogg did make a statement saying that the death penalty is deserved for the worst in America.
Robert Frada had his wife murdered to settle a divorce, something that millions of Americans go through.
So this police officer settled his divorce with a deletion. These are the people that are supposed to protect you. You got one police officer running through the damn department, not using protection. And then you got this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Hiring hitmen. So we got we got a woman getting hit by everybody on the department, and then we got a guy from the department hiring hitmen. And these are the stories of the police department, to protect and serve. But remember, when we see these kind of things, as many times as we see them, they're not supposed to be a reflection of the culture of the police. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be a reflection of the culture. Well, my question is, well, then what is it? What do you call this?
Had his wife murdered to settle a divorce, something that millions of Americans go through. It was a premeditated crime. It involved two other people, a middleman and a shooter. And the victim, Farah Frada's life, was negotiated down to $1,000 and a car. For this, she was murdered.
Man, he paid $1,000 in a hoopty to off his wife. Here, I got $1,000 in $1 bills. 500 of it is actually in rolled up pennies. And I got this old rusted out Cutlass Sierra that I give you. Now go ahead and take care of my wife for me. Man, you can't make this up.
To $1,000 and a car. For this, she was murdered.
Make no mistake about it. Today is a day for Farah and her family. This is not about Bob. Bob was a coward in 1994 when he arranged the murder for hire of his estranged wife. He was a coward in 1994, and 28 years plus later, he still was a coward.
Now, when asked about the planned executions or the date for executions for that hired hitman Howard Guidry and the middleman Joseph Priestash, Kim Ogg says that is yet to be determined. But coming up in the next hour, we're going to hear Andy Kahn give his promise that he says he kept to Farah's family.
Yeah, man. So that's what the police are out here doing. Doing each other, doing people in. Both of them playing dirty, but in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So now back to Megan. The other Megan Thee Stallion. Back to the other Megan Thee Stallion, shall we? So now here it says, however, clean-cut Jediah Hall, who is the son of the pastor, he wasn't really on board and instead confronted his wife of 4 years for cheating, according to an internal investigation. Man, she got on his case. The same way she shut down the reporters. Hey, listen here, I don't want to talk about this, okay? Don't you see me walking my dog? I said I'm sorry, and I'm going about my business. She probably calls him some emasculating name like Jetty. Hey, listen here, me and Jetty are trying to fix things, and we can't do it with you guys constantly sticking a microphone in our face. I mean, when you went to work, people were constantly sticking a dick in your face, and you were able to multitask and still protect and serve and, do drug busts and different things like that. So I'm sure microphones, last time I checked, they don't even squirt randomly. So you should be able to concentrate and give us a coherent answer about the things that we want to know, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right. Jason Cole, who is the mayor of LaVergne, a town with 40,000 people 20 miles southeast of Nashville, announced on Monday that Hall had been canned, along with 4 other officers she's alleged to have had flings with last year while on and off duty. So, I mean, that's like that rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on juice. She was getting it on at 6 in the morning. So what you want to do? The department was acting like Snoop Dogg. We got a pocket full of rubbers and we're gonna go through you. Oh man, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not smashed that like button, please make sure you guys smash the like button. Also, if you guys haven't shared the video out, please make sure you guys share the video out. You guys know your boy has that goal to try to get to 10K subs this year, so help your boy out. I appreciate everybody dropping in, watching the small videos that I've been doing. Also, make sure you guys take a moment and subscribe to my backup channels too. You know how YouTube likes to play around. That's why your boy got all those backup channels, because YouTube be over here hating big time. You know what I'm saying? They don't think my jokes are funny. YouTube don't think my jokes are funny, man. I think my jokes are the shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. YouTube just got bad taste. 3 more have been suspended without pay, while the remaining 62 cops, who they probably tapped it too, working at the Nashville area outfit, will undergo mandatory retraining rules, regulations, and expectations, he added. What's their mandatory retraining rules? We expect you to not get fellatio while on duty. We're going to be adding a couple new policies here at the precinct. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for real. Oh man, don't ever be offering up your husband as a swinger here at the precinct. Like, for real. Like, you could tell this cat not happy. He's stressed out right here. Look at these veins popping out of his head. They had a restaurant. Oh my God, how many of these waiters have fucked Megan? You know what I'm saying? Is the one that tapped it gonna be the one serving us our food or what? And she's smiling because she knows which one it is. You know what I'm saying? So now it says Hall told the officers that she was in an open marriage and tried to recruit her husband Jediah for the swinging session, but he was not on board, the investigation found. Yeah. Most men would not be on board with that. Jetty has no friends. Yeah. Megan is his best friend. And look what she did to him. She did everything to him, or she did she did everything to those other cops, to her coworkers, that she probably didn't do to her husband. You know what I'm saying? What a betrayal. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says she later changed into jeans and a flannel shirt, and she probably did it like right in the front yard, you know what I'm saying, to head to a nearby sports bar where she spent several hours before emerging with a stack of papers and a vape pen. What? DailyMail.com can reveal big-hearted Jediah, 28. They should say big dummy Jediah, but whatever. A former state park ranger with a master's degree from Middle Tennessee State University is sticking with his wife and trying to work through their problems. How do you work through that? How do you work through that? I have a master's degree too, and in all of my coursework that I've ever taken for my degree program, I never learned anything about how to work through a fiasco like this. Maybe Mark Lamont Hill and Michael Eric Dyson can tell us, because they have PhDs, and you know, Negroes don't read. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, you know, because I did a lot of guesswork during my college career, you know what I'm saying, kind of ratchet, crammed a lot. Maybe those well-studied brothers like them can help. Because I'm sure they've been in this kind of situation. They don't really look like the kind of guys that could really, you know, be dealing with women not like Megan. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they can give us some advice on how you fix a relationship with a thought. Yeah, they messed it all up, Dwayne. They've destroyed it. The pair, look at this. The pair have been sweethearts since their college days. So that she was probably getting busted down during her college days. This is her in adulthood. You know what I'm saying? So they went to college together. So as an adult, she's ripping her swim top off, busting it open at the police station. Can you imagine her in college? Damn. She was probably one of them type of groupies that not only messes with the home team, but she probably messed with the visiting team too. She went to both locker rooms and shit. Yeah, they gotta every time they mention Jediah, they say something complimentary. We all know why that is, because he's such a good, valiant male, genetically. You know what I'm saying? Right, JB Easy. You're nasty. You know what I'm saying? Val Williams said, I have a master's degree. There's no working through that. Cut your losses. Super facts. If you guys agree with Val, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. So they got married in November of 2018, and in March of last year bought their first family home in Manchester, 60 miles south of the Music City. And see, that's probably why he wants to stay in a relationship with her, because he's gotten married. They've now got a home together. Their lives are very inconveniently intertwined. I don't care how intertwined something is, man. I'm out. Man, I'm out. Are you serious? Girl, bye. Forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he's doing it. He's more of a man than I am, but he's trying to salvage his marriage. Jediah's boss, Coffee County Sheriff Chad Parton, told DailyMail.com. And see, Carlton just talked about how the article keeps addressing this guy as such a good guy. Literally no one would address this guy as such a good guy. This guy is a simp. You know what I'm saying? This is just the good old boys code. Even in the worst possible situation, we're going to try to talk this guy up to make it look like he did something right to salvage the most, you know, the best appearance out of it. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. There's no way that you can appear looking good in this situation, except for if you cut your losses and get out of that relationship. But she probably took his virginity. He don't know what to do. Sean Williams said he's either a simp, a liar, or both. Super facts. She probably took his virginity. You know what I'm saying? She probably got his soul. Parton said Jediah was training for the Tennessee Highway Patrol, but decided to pull out because of the scandal engulfing his spouse, and instead took a job as a deputy. So that's interesting. I don't understand that either. I have offered and extended to him any resource that he needs. I don't think I would be accepting anything from that police department, because that police department offered and extended a lot to his wife and she accepted it. And look at where their marriage is now. Yeah, definitely a succubus. Literally suck until somebody busted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm good on that. And then she want to come around and kiss Jetty on the cheek. While she going to work, kissing everybody else on the dickhead. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? And all she says is, Sheriff, or all he says is, Sheriff, I just want to work for the citizens of Coffee County, and I love what I'm doing. Parton added. Man, bro, you got to get a backbone. Got to get a backbone. So you see how, and then of course they got the two brothers right here, like they was the only ones doing something. they put them right next to each other because they match. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I don't condone what went on at the LaVergne Police Department, but he sure hasn't broken any laws. He's the victim here. There's not a blemish on his record. He's doing a phenomenal job. His wife is a blemish on his record, bro. What are you talking about? That marriage, your life is a blemish on your record. Yeah. She was kissing that bell head, copperhead kisses. You know what I'm saying? City authorities launched an internal inquiry in December after a whistleblower, and I'm curious, was the whistleblower's name Maegan? And was she was the whistle she was blowing a meat flute or no? Came forward to report that a female cop was having quote unquote intimate relations with male colleagues at boozy parties, hotels, and even on police property. And these aren't, women don't call this intimate. So, like, I don't know why this article is called this intimate, because a woman would not call this intimate. Women call that shit intimate when it's like, you know, sensual, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, affectionate and shit like that. This right here is called getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't write the article and say that though. You know what I mean? So why do you think the media is sitting up here lying like this? She may say that the brothers manipulated her into doing these things. You know what? The best thing that happened to these two brothers is that she messed with two white dudes. Because then you have to ask, okay, well, you're saying that these two brothers manipulated you into this shit. What about these two white boys that you let wax you? You just was sitting up there letting everybody wax you. See, so she messed herself up by being greedy. See, you just want to fuck everybody. You could have had it where you threw some brothers under the bus, but you didn't just stop with the brothers. You want to fuck everybody. So you messed up your lie. You see? Plebiscite babble. You understand me? She was plebiscite gargling. She was at the precinct plebiscite gargling. You understand me? Doing whistle blowing and shit like that. See, they got the two black cops up here together, and then they got the two white boys down there. Why they do it like that? Why ain't they do it like a checkered floor? Yeah, this pasty plebiscite babble. You understand me? Oh shit. Oh man. Well, why they put the black ones first though, too? You know what I'm saying? This article trying to be one, putting black first, like for real. No, I'm just playing. You see, these motherfuckers are always trolling, man. That's why you got to always be on it. We're going to put black first, since that's what they talking about. They ain't going to vote for the Democrats no more. Like, really? The Daily Mail on some bullshit, y'all. They think we low IQ and don't pick this shit up, though. You know what I'm saying? See, your boy be thinking. your boy be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it says officers Lewis Powell and Detective Seneca Shields were fired for engaging in sexual relationships with Hall while on duty. Powell confessed to the allegations after initially denying he was sexually involved with her, while Shields admitted to having oral sex with Hall in the department's gym while on duty. Man, this nasty motherfucker had sweaty oral sex, bro. Like, come on, man. This takes the definition of a dirty cop to a whole new level. Like, this is some new shit. Like, these motherfuckers have unlocked a whole new level that motherfuckers didn't even know was on the game and shit. Like, you like, what's this? You know, this is a whole new damn level and shit. Sitting up here playing Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog come out. Like, oh damn, this is some new shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now look at this. Now see, the white ones were K9 officers, and they didn't get fired. But the two black ones got fired. We gotta fire y'all for waxing this white girl. You guys, you're gonna get off with a warning. How does that work? K9 officer Larry Holliday and patrol officer Patrick Malagnio, who is also married, were both suspended for having sexual relationships with Hall. Now, what I find fascinating is that, like, nobody's talking about the racial element of this shit. These niggas up here, you know what I'm saying, got fired for engaging with relationships while on duty and shit. On duty getting booty. They suspended these white boys. Look at her looking right there. That's probably after the Daily Mail caught up with her. She like, She like, Yeah. Super facts. TJ Home, ring a bell. Yeah, TJ and Amy. You know what I'm saying? I want the male divestors to speak up about this, but they won't. They ain't gonna speak up about it. If they do speak up about it, the only thing that they'll say is, we the most desirable. That's why we was messing around with these hoes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Give an honest commentary. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys agree with my man KO Kid Fit? Shout out to KO Kid Fit. Sweaty oral is a new level of gross technology. Facts. She's on like electrical engineer level. Yeah, I would sue. They probably got other problems. They probably got other problems as a result of this scandal, but you know what I'm saying? They probably got other issues as a result of this scandal. But look at her face looking like a little goldfish. She she mad as hell. Leave me alone, goddammit. Stop chasing me. Right there, she was happy until she turned. This is when they caught her coming out the sports bar. Why? And she got on like a flannel blazer. She thought everything was about to be cool. She had her some little Jaeger, you know what I'm saying, in there watching some UFC. I don't know what all these damn papers is. They probably are termination papers. She walked up out of there. The Daily Mail caught her, and then she was like this. Here y'all come fucking up my day. Here y'all come fucking up my day. Why y'all messing up my day like that? You know what I'm saying? So now the probe-led patrol officer Juan Lugo, Sergeant Lewis Powell, Detective Seneca Shields, and Sergeant Ty McGowan all losing their jobs. So there was other people that lost their jobs. And it sound like now we can let's talk about this. Let's talk about this in terms of quote unquote black and brown. Because what it sounds like is a Latino, a black dude, and a non-FBA black dude lost their job. This dude, Ty McGowan, sounds like he might be black too. But they don't show any pictures of Lugo, I don't think, and Ty McGowan. Patrol Officer Patrick Malagnio, Patrol Officer Gavin Schulbert, and K9 Officer Larry Holiday were also suspended. So they suspended all the Chads. They suspended all the white boys. And Officer Juan Lugo, his stupid ass probably sitting up there talking about racism don't exist, not realizing that him and the other minorities are the only ones that got fired with his stupid ass. Hey, I got fired for performance. You know, like, racism, it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these blacks, these miates are talking about. While you're sitting there watching the white participants in this scandal get suspended and you in the unemployment line with the other two brothers, but keep thinking you're special with your special education ass. You know what I'm saying? You could have a clear-cut case of stuff being unfair just like this. And like even the people of color, you know what I'm saying? These the people of color, the subclass of white people, like they still just don't even get it. Hey, man, you know, like I did wrong. You know, I tried to do my job, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your dumb ass got fired, stupid. And you don't see that your partners are still employed, you idiots. Dumbo. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I rap, I'm going to find a company that raps like me to sign with, eh? Like, yeah, go do that, eh? You're going to need that check because your ass ain't going to get one from the police department no more. You know what I'm saying? For waxing the same woman that the two Miates waxed with your dumb ass. Shout out to Nuri Martinez. Get your boys. You know what I'm saying? At the center of things, however, was a petite blonde Hall. So look, they talking about, oh, at the center of everything was this little petite blonde. She's not a petite chick. She kind of chunky. Look at them cheeks. She look like she one of DJ Academic's white relatives. You know what I'm saying? She as much nut as she was gobbling, they could call her DJ Sackademics. You know what I'm saying? Now they're claiming that she's a petite blonde, but as we're looking here, I see a brunette. You know what I'm saying? But okay, sure. Who grew up in rural Tennessee, dreaming of becoming an actress, and they given a whole rundown about her life story. This is just a Disney movie, and you know what I'm saying? When it was almost midnight, they put the glass slipper on her, and then she just started giving everybody fellatio. Like, why are you doing this? Yeah, and I know Black Poppy. Yeah, she going out like Velma. She going out like Velma, Val. Facts. At the center of things, however, there was just a petite little blonde girl next door. You know what I'm saying? She grew up in a rural Tennessee neighborhood, dreaming of becoming an actress, not telling anybody she was talking about becoming a porno actress, according to her profile on a talent search site. I wonder what kind of talents she listed. You know what I'm saying? At the center of things, however, wait, hold on, why do I keep reading that over? Oh, this shit keeps jumping. Okay, my bad. Instead, she entered law enforcement in her 20s. The inquiry learned that Hall shared intimate sexual photos with multiple officers at the LaVergne Police Department, including McGowan, Holiday, Lugo, Shields, and Schubert. Colleagues on second shift. So she was literally working the shifts. She had a whole thing going on first shift, and she had a whole thing going on second shift. I wonder what she was doing on stick shift. No, I'm just playing. Look, she was working it on first shift, working it on second shift, and she was working it on stick shift. I said they noted that her heavy drinking and harbored fears about her mental health. Man, they should have got her some help. The police, if they felt that way, right? If they felt that this woman was depressed, or she was drinking herself into a depression, or she was having like uncharacteristic behavior, why did they let her go into a free a free fall into the darkness? And I ain't talking about a dark room where it was like 6 guys. I'm talking about like depression and shit like that. Why didn't they help her out? Why didn't they call the employee assistance number? Why didn't they get her internal affairs? And I ain't talking about when she was getting them guts dug out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was feeding her alcohol. That's when she did the paperwork. Super facts, Carla. She's filling out some health insurance papers. Maegan reported that knowing that Hall unloaded her weapon, and look at this. Maegan knowing that Hall unloaded her weapon and dry fired the gun at her head so she could see what it sounded like. Maegan admitted not reporting that to anybody, the report said. So even everything around her was shooting blanks. You know what I'm saying? This story is wild, man. And here go Yogi the Bear down here like, hey, boo-boo, I wonder who my wife do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker up here trying to prevent forest fires. You know what I'm saying? While his wife is at work thotting it up like she on fire. Maegan also reported knowing that Hall voiced harmful thoughts. So see, like, if you're but this, okay, so check this out, right? She didn't tell none of this to the black dudes, apparently, or either they just didn't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? The black dudes was probably like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Get off me. I gotta go back to work. You know what I'm saying? But now, she had the whole friend zone thing going with the white dude. Like, Officer Maegan, sometimes I just, sometimes I'm so depressed, I'm so depressed. I just don't know what to do. Officer Maegan, like, keep sucking. I'm listening. Keep sucking. Before I came to work today, I drank an entire bottle of Southern Comfort, and I don't know. I just don't know. Knowing that, right? Why didn't you report that shit to HR? Like, yo, Maegan got some shit going on. She might need a little bit of time off. But you gonna wait until after you get in trouble to say something. Oh, you know she is, Jay. That's why that's how she took control. She took that police department was a matriarchy. She took control of that police office with that gift that keeps on giving. For real. That's probably why she got fired. She probably had too much power. She wielded the most might in the precinct. You know what I'm saying? She was going around getting busted down by everybody. She literally had them all by the balls. The mayor probably said, nah, this shit getting out of hand. Now I got to do something about this because these motherfuckers up here listening to her more than they listening to me. And I'm the damn mayor. We got to fire her. And they got her up out of there. You know what I'm saying? they got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Mike Mellis John. Shout out to my man, Grind and Motivate. What's good with it, bro? You know what I'm saying? So now I said Detective Shields tried to bluff investigator Andrew Patton. Man, you know I ain't fuck her on duty. Now, come on. Come on now. Come on, Detective Shields. Man to man. You know I ain't do that shit. Mr. Patton, we have you on tape. All right, you know what I'm saying? There was this one time in the back of a police car. You know what I'm saying? You got me, motherfucker. Detective Shields tried to bluff investigator Andrew Patton, the police department's head of human resources. Now, that's who he should have went to talking about those suicidal ideations. By protesting, I've never had sex with Maegan Hall. He was outside with a sign and shit, with a picket sign outside the police office because they had suspended his ass. No justice, no peace. You know what I'm saying? No justice, no peace. Stop blaming this shit on me. I ain't had sex with Maegan Hall. You see it right there? You a damn lie. The likelihood, if you do a statistical breakdown, she has so many damn sexual partners at that police station that is a higher likelihood of, if you're a male, you more than likely had sex with her. So it's probably most likely that most men at that police office had sex with her. Unless you're a woman. And clearly she was even messing with women because she tried to holler at old boy's wife. You know what I'm saying? So Maegan, like I said, Maegan was busy. Now they got him sitting up here looking like a damn dork. When the question was expanded to include sexual acts, he admitted to receiving oral sex at a police gym before returning to his desk to finish his shift. You know what I'm saying? She finished him and then he finished his shift. It's not a bad deal, but now your career is finished. You know what I'm saying? Everything is finished except her marriage, which is actually what should be finished first. Think about that. Everything is finished. All of the police officers have been finished. You know what I'm saying? The investigation is finished. Everything is finished except for that marriage. The marriage has now gotten a new second light. You know what I'm saying? See, that dude think he gonna be able to manipulate her into some shit. Like, yeah, you remember that time you fucked all them police officers? That shit's not gonna work because she gonna be like, I just fucked 10 dudes the other day. So I don't know why you're bringing that up. And I'll just fuck another 10 more if you don't give me my way. He think he gonna be able to hold this shit over her head. But the only thing that anybody gonna hold over her head, you know what I'm saying, is, as we all know, nigga and bond. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna control her ass. She gonna keep doing whatever the hell she do. Jediah is a former state park ranger with a master's degree from Tennessee State. So again, you know what I'm saying? The educated nerd. the educated nerd takes another one for the team. You know what I'm saying? She was at the precinct, you know what I'm saying, getting smashed by the precinct pookies. You know what I'm saying? The precinct The precinct plebiscite babbling poopkies. You understand me? Oh, yeah, she was loose as a goose. His sister looks like his wife, low-key. They all kind of look like somebody ran a copy machine, but, you know, maybe it's the shirts. Maybe it's the shirts. They got her whole family on blast. You know what I'm saying? This is them they're proud because Jediah had just graduated from college. Man, this is not the kind of publicity that you want at all, dude. Powell, a married father, was also on duty when Hall performed the same act on him. So you see how they put Powell, who's one of the black police officers, they put his business out there. He's married and a father. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny because Maegan was married also. You know what I'm saying? But like, they don't concentrate on that. You know what I'm saying? Powell denied the tryst, but came clean when it was discovered that he and heavily tattooed Hall. And look, see how they look. Then they said he and heavily tattooed Hall. So where'd that come from? We're just gonna start talking about Megan Thee Stallion's tattoos. Where did that come from? They're talking about the tats. You know what I'm saying? They met up in December to compare notes in an effort to thwart the investigation. Holiday, meanwhile, reported multiple sexual encounters with Hall at his house and hotels as recently as November. As did Maglio, who revealed that his wife Amy also got invited in spring of 22 in a bungled attempt to coach Jediah into a night of bed swapping. See, I told you she approached her husband with this shit. Yo, I've been fucking this dude at my job. And, you know, he's married. And I don't know, like, I was just thinking, like, we could go on a date night, like a couple's night out, where, like, you fuck his wife and I'll fuck him. Like, could you imagine if your woman came to you and said some shit like that? Shout out to DJ Elmo. Could you imagine that? What would y'all do? Yeah, I agree. If you guys agree with JB Easy, the chief, the captain, and the lieutenant should be questioned as well, give me a thumbs up. Exactly, Sean. Because it's standard for whites when they want to go after someone black. Like I said, this entire department was onto it and had no problems, including the husband. Facts. Super facts. Torian says she's a literal fire crouch. Super facts. Super facts. She got that She's on Fire song playing that was on Scarface. So now here it says Melegnio told Patton that at one party, Hall and Melegnio's wife started kissing, and Hall's husband came in the room and seemed upset, the report states. So again, this shows you the kind of time that Jetty is on. Jetty busted in the room and saw two women kissing, and he broke it up instead of breaking in. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm outraged. This is an act against God. Separate immediately. Serious? You done already messed up the marriage. I want to see what else you finna do. You know what I'm saying? Marriage already done. Go ahead and get busy. You know what I'm saying? That's her emasculating name for her husband, Jediah. She probably calls him Jetty. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jetty. Hey, Jetty, light my cigarette, asshole. Okay, I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying. So now the next day on the shift, Melegnio asked Hall about the husband's reaction, since Melegnio was under the impression from Hall that her marriage was open as well. Hall said he really wasn't on board. Melegnio also admitted to pouring vodka down Hall's throat and having drunken sex with her at a Girls Gone Wild party on board a colleague's boathouse to celebrate Memorial Day. So this is what the police do. Taxpayer dollars. You know what I'm saying? Buying vodka, pouring it down Hall's throat, and then throwing her around at a rag doll, like a rag doll while they drunk. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, man. And they sitting up here calling us thugs all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? They sitting up here calling us thugs all the time. He doing all this on taxpayer dollars. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says when Patton quizzed Hall about the Roche's bash, she confirmed her bikini top had come off. Look at this. Look at this. The Daily Mail talking about they confirmed her bikini top came off. She ripped it off and threw it off into the hot tub. And that she had been so drunk, she fell down a flight of stairs. That's why her face was swollen up in this picture right here. This was probably the one that was fresh from falling down the stairs. I fallen. Then my head swole up. No, leave me alone. I gotta go tend to my husband until he falls asleep. So now here it says, Hall, look at this. Hall admitted further booty calls with Lugo and McGowan, whom later transpired was the source of the original whistleblower tip received by the Mayor Cole's office. So look, that right there is one of the reasons why, hold on, didn't Lugo, Lugo got fired, and he was one of the whistleblowers. Look, Hall admitted further booty calls with Lugo and McGowan, whom later it transpired was the source of the original whistleblower tip received by Mayor Cole's office. So they got some wet and then went and told. And your dumb ass got fired. No, the husband wasn't getting none. How could the husband get any at all when she lightened everybody else up? You know what I'm saying? She probably was mean and nasty as hell to her husband. Her husband probably tried to give her get off of me. Don't touch me. While everybody else is touching her. You know what I'm saying? So now here says while McGowan had dished on his colleagues' romps that he did not disclose his own liaisons with Hall and was rude and extremely verbally aggressive when questioned. McGowan struggled to share that when Hall was a candidate in the process of being hired, Hall and her husband and another female met up at her house, the report states. So the husband was involved in doing a little bit of dirt. Carlton said maybe he married Megan thinking that he could fix her. You know what you fix? Bro, you fix a kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying? You fix a cabinet. You fix a car. You don't fix a human being. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want to be saved. She definitely didn't want to be saved. If anything, shit, she would be the one doing the saving. She the damn law enforcement officer. She supposed to be saving people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, Torian. Yeah, they said that her and her husband met in college. Man, I know she was through in college. She was through in college. I know she was the motherfucker that everybody was happy to see as soon as she turned up. As soon as she turned up, the party got turned up. I bet you she had all kinds of nicknames she never knew she had. You know what I'm saying? She had all kinds of nicknames that she never even knew she had. Yeah, she definitely for the streets. You know what I'm saying? So here go the tattoos. Ugh. During that meeting, look at this. Of course, somehow Hall was naked. The other female got naked and Hall's husband got upset. What's up with Hall's husband turning down these female on female situations. Your wife butt ass naked, another woman is butt ass naked, and you angry. What man about to be angry if you're with two naked women? The fuck? Hey, honey, I'm naked and she's naked too. Oh, you just pissed me off, bitch. Come on, let's go. Let's leave the party. Huh? Where they do that at? Hey, sweetheart, I just found this naked chick. She wants to mess with both of us. Oh, you just pissed me off again, bitch. Goddamn. Come on, it's time. Let's go. Let's get out of here. What? But he's a man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a man of God. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see how that could be upsetting for him. You need to leave that kind of shit to the sinners like us. You know what I'm saying? You need to leave that to the villainy embracers like us. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit out of the pay grade of you holy folk. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. During that meeting, Hall was naked. The other female got naked, and Hall's husband got upset. Oh my God, man. Where do they do that at? You done brought this, you naked. You done brought this other naked chick. You done pissed me off. Now, this is the last time I'm about to deal with your ass. Who does that? Man, Jenny is a weirdo, man, for sure. Additionally, McGowan was judged to have committed workplace violence for grabbing a city employee around the throat in an attempt to intimidate her. Neither he nor any of the male officers involved plan on making a statement about the inquiry. Police Sergeant Eric Statz, president of the department's Fraternal Order of Police chapter, told NBC. Statz owns the houseboat where the hot tub party took place, but he was not accused of wrongdoing. I mean, because having the crazy ass party just, you know, that was procedure. Yeah, Sean, you might be on to something there, because they talked about those two situations where he got mad about some other females being involved. Like, what? You bring me some naked women. One thing I'm not gonna get is upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hell. So now here we go. Look, they got the same statement. The same statement. Maegan was catching bodies. Anytime the police catch some bodies, the same statement. Here it comes. You guys ready for it? The actions of a few do not represent the department as a whole. The actions of the few represent that the department hired hoes. And this was insisted by Police Chief Burl Chip Davis after the sordid antics of his officers made national headlines. The raft of firings and disciplinary measures meant that a LaVergne population of 39,000 lost around 12% of its police manpower overnight. Well, Maegan was handling all that manpower. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call her Maegan the Stallion. Cole branded the officer's conduct as unacceptable, adding that as soon as it was brought to our attention, it was immediately investigated and action was taken upon the individuals involved. Our top priority moving forward will include rebuilding the public's trust. Yeah, you got to be able to know, you know what I'm saying, like these women out here who date these men that are trash, that end up getting arrested. You got to comfort them and let them know that while they're in custody, the officers that you hire won't be fucking their husbands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, sure. So now, what do you guys think? I think that the biggest issue with this is her husband. The fact that her husband is going to take her back. I have a big issue with that. Shout out to my man Keith West. What up with it, bro? Because that right there, that just sets the precedent of weak men that we constantly see whining about stuff on YouTube, constantly see whining about stuff on social media, constantly see whining and making different videos about absolutely nothing. This just substantiates that nonsense. She's all I could get, so I got to salvage what I can salvage. Are you serious? Anytime this woman gets around anything that has anything that she can insert somewhere, she's going to do it. And you're going to be sitting there questioning your own worth and trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, knowing that the only thing that you're doing wrong is being less than a man and not having any self-esteem or any value for yourself. Come on, bruh. Like, you know how they always, anytime these kind of situations come up, the first thing that the white media always says is, well, where's the father at? Where's the father at? Like, when I see men struggling with these kind of dilemmas, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, but I'm actually curious, like, where's the father at? Because isn't your father supposed to teach you like these kind of life lessons? You know what I'm saying? About self-respect and self-esteem. Like, this is a self-respect issue. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Law. My man, you Law up in here. What's good with it, bro? Like, where's the level of self-respect for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason I say that, that's the kind of stuff that drives a lot of people like that crazy to the point where they snap and harm people. You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, it's usually the damn police or a person like a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing crazy stuff. Like this. Exactly. And it's a lot of people, you know, people criticize a lot of times when people grow up in single parent households and it's just a mom raising them. But it's a lot of young men, a lot of boys that grow up seeing their dads be a simp their entire life. That's not good either. Look at this dude right here. Texas executes this ex-officer who hired 2 people to kill his wife. This was the short intermission video that we was watching. Look at him. This is a weird looking dude. You know what I'm saying? His ears look like some damn croissants. A former suburban Houston police officer was executed Tuesday for hiring 2 people to delete his estranged wife nearly 30 years ago amid a contentious divorce and a custody battle. Robert Fratta, who was 65, received a lethal injection at the state penitentiary in Huntsville for the November 1994 fatal shooting of his wife, Farah. He was pronounced dead at 7:49 p.m., 24 minutes after the lethal dose of the powerful sedative pentobarbital began flowing into his arm. For about 3 minutes before the execution began, Fratta's spiritual advisor, Barry Brown, prayed over Fratta, who was strapped to the death chamber gurney with an intravenous needle in each arm. Brown, his prayer book on the pillow next to Fratta's head and his right hand resting on Fratta's right head. Wait, what? Right hand. Asked for prayers for hearts that have been broken and people who grieved and those who will grieve in the days ahead. He asked God to be merciful to Bobby. He asked by the warden if he had a final statement. Fratta replied no. Brown resumed praying as the lethal drugs began, and Fratta, and his eyes closed, took a deep breath, then snorted loudly 6 times. Then all movement stopped. So he was sitting up there looking like Mark Dice after all the movement stopped. You hear that, Torian? He was sitting up there looking like Mark Dice after all the movement stopped. Prosecutors say Fratta organized a murder for hire plot in which middleman Joseph Priestash hired the shooter, Howard Guerdy. Farah Fratta, who was 33, was shot twice in the head in her home's garage in the Houston suburb of Astacosia. Robert Fratta, who was a public safety officer for Missouri City, had long claimed that he was innocent. And I guarantee you that the public probably believed him. Now, here's the question. Why would the public believe him? I'm innocent, damn it. Why would they believe his dumb ass? Because he's a cop and, hell, shit, I'm white and I say so. The punishment was delayed for a little bit more than an hour until the last of a flurry of final day appeals cleared the U.S. Supreme Court and Texas highest courts, the Texas Supreme Court and Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. Frada's lawyers argued unsuccessfully that prosecutors withheld evidence that a trial witness had been hypnotized by investigators, leading her to change her initial recollection that she saw two men at the murder scene as well as a getaway driver. Prosecutors have argued the hypnosis produced no information and no new identification. That's bizarre. So, but they're not denying the hypnosis. Did you guys notice that? And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't smashed that like button, please make sure you guys smash the like button. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, please make sure you take a moment, hit that bell icon twice. And also, if you guys haven't shared the video to your social media, please make sure you guys share the video out to your social media. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I agree, Keith. The public is just gullible like that. They had also said that Frada had repeatedly expressed his desire to see his wife dead and asked several acquaintances if they knew anyone that would kill her, telling one friend, "I'll just kill her and do my time, and when I get out, I'll have my kids," according to court records. Price Dash and Guerdy were also sent to death row for the slaying. Frada was also one of 4 Texas death row inmates who sued to stop the state's prison system from using what they allege are expired and unsafe execution drugs. The lawsuit also failed late Tuesday. The Supreme Court and lower courts previously rejected appeals from Frada's lawyers that sought to review claims arguing insufficient evidence and fatal jury instruction were used to convict him. His attorneys also unsuccessfully argued that a juror in the case was not impartial and that ballistics evidence didn't tie him to the murder weapon. The Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles last week unanimously declined to commute Frada's death sentence to a lesser penalty or grant a 60-day reprieve. Frada was first sentenced to death in 1996, but his conviction was overturned by a federal judge who ruled that the confessions from his conspirators shouldn't have been admitted into evidence. In the same ruling, the judge wrote that trial evidence showed Frada to be egotistical, misogynistic, and vile with a callous desire to kill his wife. He was retired and resentenced to death. He was retried and resentenced to death in 2009. So do you guys see how they're manipulating the court system to keep this thing going? Andy Karan, the director of victim services and advocacy for Crime Stoppers of Houston, said that Farrah Frada's father, Lex Baker, who died in 2018, raised Robert and Farrah Frada's 3 children with his wife. Kahan, Frada's son, Bradley Baker, and Farrah's brother, Zane Baker, were among witnesses watching Frada die. Frada never acknowledged them or looked at them as they stood at the window to the death chamber. Bob was a coward in 1994 when he arranged the murder for hire of his estranged wife, Kahan said after the execution, and 28 plus years after, he still was a coward tonight. When he was offered an opportunity to at least extend an olive branch to his son that he knew was watching this, and he still chose the coward's way out. He could have said, "I'm sorry." Frada was the first inmate put to death this year in Texas and the second in the U.S. 8 other executions are scheduled in Texas for later this year. And now remember, this guy right here was a police officer. Shout out to Tia. What up with it, Tia? This was a police officer. He wasn't as friendly as Maegan, though. So my question for you guys is, and shout out to DJ Elmo for answering the Nightbot, is Jedi a simp? Let me know in the comments if Jetty is a simp. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice, smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers. Make sure you check out some of my other videos, follow the backup channels in my other social media, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right? Peace.